One constant that all of us deal with in life is that we're always going to be faced with resistance, especially when you're trying to improve any facet of your life. You're trying to improve your health and fitness. Resistance is going to come your way. Impediments that try to prevent you from training, try to prevent you from eating healthy. You try to get your business going, there's going to be all kinds of impediments. Sometimes there's external resistance. This is something such as you're driving to an important meeting and you get a fucking flat tire. Now you got to pull over and deal with that. Hopefully you know how to change it yourself so you can get back on the way, or you might have to sit around and wait for AAA or someone to come help you. And that's going to make that external resistance a lot worse. But hopefully you can get back on your way and you just go right at what you're trying to do. The thing about external resistance is, you should know going in that you're going to deal with that. That's just part of life. You just blast all the way through. You have to be so committed on where you want to go that you just crush right through all of those impediments. Now, what's more insidious is internal resistance. This is your own negative self-talk. So for example, early in my career, 2002, teaching kettlebell workshops was a strong component of my business. I also had a lot of public speaking engagements then too. So the good news is this is me getting in front of people, furthering my craft. The bad news is I'm dealing with my own internal insecurities. My face burnt, my burn scar on my face. Face burn scar? What does that mean? The burn scar on my face from a severe sunburn. I would often be extremely self-conscious about that, going, man, people are going to fixate on that the whole time. They're not going to be able to listen to what I have to say. Let me just cancel this course. I don't need to do this course. I can do something else. And then you just got to tell those voices to shut the fuck up. I got shit to do. I don't have time for this crap. I got to make money. I got to help people. I got to get things going. I can't deal with this negative self-talk. And the negative self-talk is always going to be there. There's always going to be those voices of doubt. And it's not always necessarily a bad thing, but you don't want to dwell on it. And then that becomes the reason why you don't succeed. There was no guarantee that I would succeed at anything. And I didn't go in with that expectation necessarily. Obviously I wanted to succeed at whatever I want to do, but I knew that what I had control over was my best effort. I put in a world-class effort, I can live with whatever the results are. Now, if I half-ass it or I don't do something because I've got this negative internal dialogue, that's going to be way harder to live with. Other factors that we deal with internally, hormone fluctuations, or you have depression, and I deal with depression. I'm on the bipolar spectrum, so that's definitely an internal resistance. But it's not one I ever let stop me from doing anything I want to do. I go through phases of being in the euphoria stage where I feel really confident and I can't wait to do stuff. I can't wait to train. I can't wait to write an article. I can't wait to do a podcast. You're just excited. You can't even sleep at night sometimes because you're so excited about waking up the next day and getting things going. It's a really fun phase to be in. Every time I'm in it, I always say to myself, okay, this is going to be the time where I'm just like this forever. And inevitably, the pendulum swings the other way. Now I'm in the opposite stage. I'm in the despair stage, the hopeless stage, the you're not enough, so don't bother trying. Don't even bother. Just sit back. Just do nothing. And you have to do what success speaker Les Brown says. You have to tell those voices to just shut up. Go away. I've got things to do. And in reality, telling them to shut up actually is sometimes that makes it even stronger. So really, you just have to let these voices come. You're getting negative self-talk all day, fine. Just keep talking. I'm still going to do what I'm doing. You treat it just like negative talk from people outside of you. You have a goal, you bring it up, they're going, oh, that's never going to fucking work. Come on, Mike, you want to be a balloon sculptor? There's no way that's ever going to work. And if I'm committed to being a fucking balloon sculptor, you better believe I'm going to be a great balloon sculptor. I believe in myself. I don't care what my own negative self-talk or other negative self-talk is. But you have to act in spite of all of that rather than wait for things to change. Let me make my negative talk positive. It's like, no, you have to act in spite of whether you have negative talk in your mind or positive talk. You can't always wait to be in this optimal state to do anything because you're not always going to be there. What do you do when you're not in an optimal state? You still have to push yourself to perform at a really high level. So resistance is part of life. We're going to deal with resistance no matter what we try to do. A lot of times it's external. We all deal with that. Everybody watching this and everybody not watching this deals with external resistance. And then there's internal resistance. And some of us deal with that a lot more than others, but all of us deal with that. I don't believe for a second that someone's just confident all the time, 100% of the time at everything they do. I don't believe that for a second. They can just say whatever they want. I don't buy it.